make up for the 30 minutes, no, 40 minutes I spent absent last stream. I'm so sorry also about that. I will continue the one I said I would do. Eternal sugar cookie. I don't know. Well, I thought of something. I don't know. I think I could read Hall 17. How about that? Do you want to hear me read Hall 17? Because it's been like 2, maybe 3 months at like the most. I think it was like around 3 months now since we're in like the 20s in this month. So like 3 months, possibly. No, 2 months. Exactly. Yeah, because September, August, and then July is where I think I stopped. So, yeah. Hello, hi Fire. Well, Soni is streaming. Yep. Oh, I did a pencil. Scary. What? Is it? Okay. Sure. Yeah, I'll do that. Siri, I did not even say your name. What the hell? Unfortunately, I don't know. And literally, it's the first thing that fucking pops up. Well, I can't really read this for like over 40 minutes because I don't think I have that much time. So I'll read as much as I can. Test tube side. Looking at the test summary, or well, what there was of the summary so far. The Gemery was taking unreasonably long to test on, and so far it was nothing new. Yes, she now knew what made it shine, that electric blue shade. But what about what was inside? What made those visions go through an object's head every time they came in contact with it? She rolled her shoulders, checking the time. Oh, she had pulled an all-nighter. Of course. She was more irritable than usual on the night after the trip as well. Maybe she should just wait until tomorrow. She was tired. Honestly, oh wait, I forgot. I have to do the recap. This is... Lord, my voice is going to be raspy. I'm excited. I'm ready for you to read. Yippee. I forgot. Last time on Hall 17, they were in the lab and they found Trophy. The group. I think it was Pepper, maybe Mike's group that found Trophy. The people, the others, Maple, Soap, and Pepper and all of them, are in like the room and they're just confused. They're like, is someone else here? And, Test Tube, I don't know what they're doing. I think Test Tube I don't think is aware that they broke in, so that's what you missed on Hall 17. Yeah, I kind of forgot. We have, 7 plus 5, 12 more chapters. So, give me a moment. I'm gonna get some water because I already know my voice is gonna strain. Okay, well, if I couldn't find any water. Which is strange, because it's literally, you could find water anywhere. I could have literally drank tap water, but I'm kind of picky about my water. Or picky about your water, yep. Okay. My voice is starting to strain. Can I get some water as well? Yep. Well, I don't have any, so... Uh-oh. Well, do you like tap water? Are you not picky about your water? Because I am, sadly. Yeah, something's wrong with me. So, yeah. No, fuck, okay. I had a first mistake. No, she shook that thought away immediately. She couldn't waste any time. She didn't know how much longer she had left until she'd have to leave. They knew what she had done, and she couldn't stay for much longer. If she went to sleep, she may as well be admitting to having a death wish. Not that she did, of course. Oh. She went back to analyze. Fuck. Okay. She went back to the analysis. Fuck. Her mind kept on checking it. The anticipation felt like it was killing her. Right now, they were analyzing the elements inside the gem. Nice. That would be useful to know in the future, especially for safety precautions and such. Maybe she was checking it too often, and that's why it felt like it was taking exhaustingly long. A watched pot never boils. After all, she took a step back, keeping the phrase in mind. Science was one of her biggest interests, but it felt like a drag sometimes. She sat back, listening to the quiet machine or mechanics doing their jobs. Job. But she heard something. She listened a bit closer. It sounded like metal, as if part of a machine had fallen onto the floor. Was there a problem with the test? She looked closer, but it seemed to be running normally. But she heard that sound of metal again, making her unsure. It was a familiar noise, but not in the comforting way. It irked, irked? How do you say that? It's Irked. Irked? Irk, irk, irked? 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 I think it's irked. Irked her as she tried to find out where it was coming from. Damn, this author has a vocabulary. A big vocabulary. Like, majority, I feel like 12 words I didn't know what they meant or how to pronounce them. Where had she heard this before? She was tempted to stop the test to listen closer, but she knew better than to. Instead, she searched her memory for where she recognized it from. Trophy. It was the same sound that had echoed through the laboratory halls when he had broken into it, and now someone else was trying to get through. This quickly? Testube thought she'd have at least a day, but apparently not. Well, yeah. What do you think? They're gonna immediately go after you. That's I think that's how it works. Like after police have a lead, they're gonna immediately go after the lead. They're not gonna be like, okay, it's night, it's late, so let us just take a nap and continue this later. No, they have to do their job, serve and protect, and just immediately go after who they think did a bad thing, stop them from doing more bad things, because otherwise, if they stall any longer, they're probably going to do more bad things. Yeah, because, oh, I remember. Remember the tissue. I remember last time on Hall 17, Tissues was tortured and was recorded like the 2-hour torture video of Tissues, or 5-hour, I don't know, and sent it to OJ because OJ, oh yeah, OJ escaped. OJ escaped, and he didn't tell anyone that it was Test Tube because Test Tube threatened him. Um, but like Test Tube wasn't careful enough and like tried to take away the phones. Like she had like a whole plan to go to Me Cloud, stop them, but then like uh, she didn't see the cameras, and that stupid of her to not do, honestly. But yeah. Yeah, I remember now. Now we're back. Okay. There was no time to think about it, though. She unlocked the door behind her, walking into the next room. She grabbed a wooden baseball bat off the wall before walking out, not bothering to lock it behind her. She did, however, lock every other door behind her instead. The banging sound got louder and louder. With every door, something was familiar with Test Tube already. Eventually, she realized she was in the room they'd enter next. Great. She walked close to the door, but not too close to get hit by it once it opened. It shook again, the sound of metal falling onto the tiled ground beneath filled her ears one last time. With one swift motion, the door swung open. Test Tube didn't even look at who it was swinging the baseball bat as soon as she saw the door move. A hit, accompanied by some screaming. She looked down to see who it was. Apple was laid beneath her, with her head dented inwards and a hammer in her loose grip. A mixture of blood and juice flowed from the twitching body's wound. There was no way she'd be alive after a hit like that. Okay, death number one. Canonical death number one. Apple. Oh, well. Oh my god. No. Hopefully Apple got her ID thing. Because, like, remember, she deleted, like, the me life. Test Tube deleted meme life and like had to make sure everyone put back their ID. So, but Apple wasn't there. She was just a part of the search team, so she wasn't in the hotel when that happened. So Apple might be canonically dead. Oh no. Apple, no. No, Apple. No, there was no way she'd be alive after a hit like that. Not directly to the head, at least. Oh well, it's not like she'd feel much. She barely had a brain to damage anyways. Test Tube, what the heck? Test Tube, what's wrong with you? We keep saying this after we read everything. We keep saying that, even though we know exactly what's wrong with Test Tube in this. Test Tube looked up to see where the screaming was from. There were other objects, and neither of them did what she want to see. Marshmallow was frozen in place, her face disoriented with fear. Paintbrush stood next to her, looking as if they might begin to run any second. Based on what had just happened, they would. Test Tube couldn't let that happen, though. Just as they took a step back, she reached into her coat pocket, taking out a remote. She aimed it at the door, and with a press of a button, a metal sheet came down, hiding the door frame. She knew that would be useful at some point. The room was dead still for a moment, none of the objects knowing what to do next. Well, may as well get this over with. Test Tube walked forward, raising her bat above her head. Paintbrush panicked and held up a device. Test Tube quickly recognized it as a handheld transceiver and didn't hold it as a threat. She swung at Marshmallow, who dove to the floor, just in time to avoid getting hit. Unfortunately, she couldn't get up fast enough for the next attack. The bat hit her stomach, and she clenched it in pain. Test Tube didn't relent, bashing the bat into the poor girl's skull. Once, twice, 3 times. Well, We already knew what we were gonna get into when I said Hall 17. So oh, message retracted. What did Fire say? I don't know. Not Apple. Not Apple. And now it's Marshmallow. Marshmallow's skull is shattered. And I don't even know if she was there also because they were. I think they wouldn't send them if they weren't able to come back to life, you know? So I think they aren't. Well, I don't know about Martian Apple though. I think the hotel residents are good, but I don't know about them. It was harder the first few times, but as Marshmallow's skull slowly broke under the pressure, by the way, trigger warning. Trigger warning. I forgot to say trigger warning. Did I say trigger warning? No, I didn't. Sorry, trigger warning. Her cries ran out. Test tube didn't stop, wanting to make sure she was dead. 5, 6, 8. The corpse sugary skin soaked in almost maroon color. Her face now bashed to the point where it was unrecognizable. The whole looked almost like crystals. Small parts of her body's sugary flesh sticking out like gems as the blood glimmered in the light. Damn, this author really, really likes giving detail into their brutal scenery. Oh my gosh. Test tube caught her breath, looking at the bloodied bat she held. Her lab coat, which had been a clean shade of eggshell white, was a couple minutes ago, now had red splattered all over it, as if it were imitating marshmallow. She turned over to Paintbrush, seeing they had backed into the wall farthest from the bodies. They muttered words into the handheld transceiver, their eyes wide in horror, like saucers. There was nobody else to contact, though. They were all gone, so why? There's others, Test-Tube muttered to herself. It wasn't just one group. They must have split up. She cursed under her breath, almost forgetting about Paintbrush's presence. Keyword, almost. She strode forward, clutching the baseball bat into her hands. It was held over her shoulder as if she was planning to bash their skull in. Just like the others, Paintbrush pressed their back against the wall, looking around for something they could use for self-defense. Too late, Test-Tube stood in front of them and roughly put the bat against their neck. There's others with you, isn't there? You all just dispersed through the lab at some point. They were right when they said you were a monster. You're disgusting, Paintbrush said. Their voice had a sort of confidence beneath it, but their body language read the exact opposite way. Test-Tube didn't care for their insults, having adjusted herself to them already. Instead, she put pressure behind the baseball bat, pressing it into their neck. I'll take that as a yes, Test-Tube said calmly, creating a nice contrast between her attitude and Paintbrush's. Give me a moment. Okay. Test-Tube said calmly, creating a nice contrast between her attitude and Paintbrush's. I'm sure you can tell you're at a disadvantage here. I'll give you one last chance, though. Tell me who the others are and where if you're able to. And I'll let you leave the lab unharmed. Paintbrush helped, gently but firmly wrapping their hands around the bat. Do you think I used to smile when you entered the room? You don't deserve the power you have right now. In fact, you don't deserve anything, you. They were cut off by test tubes slamming the bat into their neck. A sickening cracking noise covering up any other words they might have said. She let go, and they fell to the ground, their hands around their neck as they choked and coughed up blood. Tell me who else is down here, Test Tube said. This time it was more of a demand. Paintbrush shook their head, moving one of their hands to their mouth. Well, this was your choice. She grabbed one of their hands by the wrist, pulling it so it was outstretched and in the open. Then, while pinning the arm down with her hands, she kneeled down on it, further keeping it from moving. Then she began to pull. Sorry. Paintbrush tried their best to shove her away, to kick at her, anything, but she wouldn't move. A wave of pain shot through their body, making them scream. Test Tube still wouldn't stop pulling further until it felt like the bones had disconnected from each other. She stepped back, impressed with her work. Paintbrush whimpered, okay, holding their now broken arm close to themselves. She wouldn't be able to kill them with a baseball bat, though. At least not efficiently. She strolled over to Apple, who had stopped twitching at the very least, and plucked the hammer from her hand. Okay, this is getting brutal. Did I say trigger warning? Because at the beginning I didn't, so, yeah. Well, here we go. I'll offer it to you one more time. You tell me who else is down here, and I'll give you a one-way ticket out. Deal? She outstretched her free hand almost mockingly. You have your very own circle in hell waiting for you, Paintbrush muttered, not bothering with the false confidence at this point. Test Tube sighed in a sarcastic manner, lifting the hammer up. You were a good friend, Paintbrush. I'm sorry your death had to be so drawn out. Oh, Test Tube. Oh, well, Test Tube. Oh. Test Tube doesn't know that they could still be brought back to life. Except for the people she has captive right now at the very moment, because they couldn't put in their own ID. Which, I guess is canon because this was made before finding out they are just Miphone's creations and stuff. Maybe, I don't know. Test tube. Oh my gosh. She swung the hammer down just as she would the bat with the what? Just as she would the bat, hitting them right in the face. Okay, another trigger warning. It was the exact same as the other two deaths. She swung and swung, pummeling their face until it was nothing but an unrecognizable stain. She'd admit it still hurt her a little. The words, not the murder. She had long since adjusted to the murder, and there was no turning back on that. The words made small cuts to her internally, reminding her of the fact that she was a monster, but she had accepted that fact. Monsters don't feel empathy or compassion, only being able to manage pity at the very most, and even then it's more of a choice. She only felt sorry to keep herself from slipping away into the deep end completely, further proving just how cruel of a person she was. But eventually, you grow numbed to it. Those small emotions that irk you gradually fade, until they're a small ache in the past. Everything she had said to Paintbrush was pure honesty. They had been a good friend, but they were in the way. She only did what had to be. Okay, well, let me redo that. She only did what had to be. Fuck. Okay. She only did what had been necessary to continue. Okay. I did it. Yay. Oh, hi, Proto. I am here. Hi, Soni. What you doing? Hi, Proto. I'm reading fan fiction right now. Hi, Proto Fredbear. Yeah, hi, Proto. Hi, Pro. I stole Mason's line. Hello, Fire Edits. Yeah, well, Proto, I'm just reading, like, this is like a series. I'll probably include this in, like, the playlist of me just reading this whole fan fiction. It's called Hall 17, and it's an object show, it's object show based from II, which is Inanimate Insanity, which is an object show. Um, yeah. So I don't think you know what this is, like, even the characters, but that's okay. You can listen if you want to, though. If you really want to. I don't know if you'll just, you could just, I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. I'm just reading. I'm being horrible and reading this horribly. She noticed the handheld transceiver on the counter. With her bloody hand, she delicately picked it up. Leaving small red imprints of her hand all over it, she pocketed it, realizing it might be useful later. There were still others to deal with, though. She pulled out the remote and hovered her thumb over a particular button. It clicked when she pressed it, and the sound of more metal sheaths, sheaths. I think that's how you pronounce it. Sheaths covering the doors echoed from around her. It wouldn't stop the intruders completely. The metal was awfully thin, but it would slow them down a significant amount. It didn't take long for a monotone beep to come from the HT. Well, that was quick. She pulled it out from her pocket, listening in. Did the metal happen with all the doors, or is it test tube onto us? We're trying to find a way to break through them right now. They're not that strong, the message ended, followed by two separated beeps. Nope, they're here for us too. We're trying to head back before she gets to us. Paintbrush's group, are you holding up all right? Test tube decided not to respond, instead beginning to clear a path to her office with the remote. If Paintbrush wouldn't tell her who the others were, she'd just check the cameras and find out herself. She took one last look at the corpse-filled room behind her before closing it off with the remote once more. No time to overthink about it. She had to get this figured out fast. Oh, how she wished she had gotten more sleep last night. Paintbrush, are you there? Apple, Marshmallow. Mike held the walkie-talkie to her head. No response. She sighed. Nothing. Testu probably got them to them. Well, that's just great, Knife complained, hitting the sheet of metal in front of him. It dented enough to create a small hole in the center. Huh. This stuff really isn't that strong. Makes it easier for me, at least. He began hitting it at an angle, trying to widen it so he could step through. It was much easier now that he held a weak point, but it still took a while. Hey, Fan, how's Trophy holding up over there? He's still conscious, Fan said, sounding somewhat unsure of himself. At least I think he is. Are you? Okay, he is. All right, try to keep him awake until we can get medical attention. I'd say until we can get him registered back into the respawn database, but I doubt he can sign his name in that condition. Knife said, hitting the wall a couple more times. All right, and that should do it. We can pass through now. He stepped in as a quick test, then stepped back out again before turning to look at the others. Mike had given up on the walkie-talkie, instead standing beside Band. Instead standing beside Fanta. Instead standing beside Fan. Fan had been assigned to make sure Trophy didn't die or something like while Knife worked on the door. Sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and readjust. Okay. Oh shit, I lost my place. So where was I? Oh, there we go. Okay. Um Hi, sorry I'm late. I feel asleep. It's okay, Neo. I'm just reading. And hello. After this I'll continue improv, so yeah. Only got a few more paragraphs, so. So he was standing relatively close to him as well. Knife walked over, getting a good glance at Trophy. It was weird to think that this was the man he hated, if not despised. And here he was, actively trying to make sure that the one person he hated the most in the hotel didn't die. Things really do change with time, huh? He gently wrapped his arms around Trophy as he had before, picking him up. It wasn't a comfortable process for either of them, but Knife, fuck, but Knife didn't know how else to do it, and didn't have the time to figure out something else out. He walked the door to the. I'm sorry for messing up. It's been a while since I read out loud. I'm sorry. But Knife didn't know how else to do it, and didn't have time to figure out something else out. He walked to the doorway, maneuvering his way through. If he had to do this every time, he may as well just give up. The next room had every door covered with the metal sheaths, making Knife groan. Do any of you guys remember which door we entered through? An almost comedic silence filled the room. Wow, this is gonna be fun, huh? Well, the doors should still be open, shouldn't they? Mike pointed out. Knife nodded in acknowledgement, though he wasn't fully listening. He sat Trophy down near the previously opened door before picking his hammer back up. There might be a faster method we could find. Test tube makes a lot of stuff. There has to be something here we can use, right? Fan said, trying to sound optimistic. Fan, we have access to 3 rooms, and one of them is empty. Hate to be negative, but no. There's not anything here to use. Knife said, already hammering away at the next door. Fan slumped down the wall, sighing. Oh, I'm missing chat, sorry. Don't worry, I'm still here. Hi, Proto. Derpy face. I give you mac and cheese. Yum. I just ate ramen though, so maybe too much noodles. It all went as usual for the next few minutes. Mike had begun. Fuck. Give me a moment. This is so uncomfortable. My back hurts a lot. So after this, I'm literally only gonna get to I'm gonna read 2 more little line things of dialogue because I literally cannot. I cannot. I cannot. I can only lay down right now, guys. I am tired, and my back hurts a lot. I don't know what happened. I don't know why. Why? Ow! Even my neck, my fucking spine in general. Ow. I'ma eat soup. The ocean is a soup. That's what it reminded me of. It all went as usual for the next few minutes. Mike had begun doing something with the GPS instead, though it seemed to be going just like the HT. Fan searched the shelf that was located in the middle of the room, but eventually gave up and sat next to Trophy. Nothing had changed with Trophy in the 5 minutes that passed, so he stayed sitting against the wall, trying his best to stay awake. It was weird. The group had entered feeling unsure of themselves, thinking they had test tube cornered. Now there was the lingering feeling of being trapped between them all, and none of them knew what to do with it. Three of them could technically leave at any time they wanted, but they weren't going to leave the fourth alone. Not when he could die permanently, anyways. There wasn't any attempt at conversation. Besides, Mike and Fan occasionally checking up on Trophy to make sure he was still awake. If it weren't for the constant crashing sounds of Knife trying to break the sheet of metal blocking them off to the next room, it would be dead silent. As Fan stared at the wall, he couldn't help but notice Trophy shuffling beside him. At first he shook it off. Everyone readjusts themselves sometimes, but with the state Trophy was in, it was a bit weird for him to suddenly try to move when he was presumably too tired to even speak. "Hey, what's wrong?" Fan asked. It was a bit awkward, being that he and Trophy had barely talked before this, but there were genuine I'm sorry. Words. Bleh. But there were genuine traces of worry behind his voice. Trophy didn't respond, instead staring at one of the doors. Fan looked as well, but didn't see anything off, though he could have sworn he heard something. "Knife, could you pause on that for a moment? I think Trophy heard something," Fan said, standing up. He walked over to the particular door Trophy had been staring at. "Like what?" Knife asked, though he let his arms drop to his sides for a moment. "I don't know. I'm trying to listen in right now," Fan said, pressing his ear against the metal. "Yeah, there's something. I can't tell you what it is, though. Hold on. Let me try something." Oh, wait, no, that's Mike. Shit. I'll try my best Mike impression. "Hold on. Let me try something," Mike said, turning the gain on her back. The room went silent again as she listened. "Yeah, there's something out there, all right. It sounds like someone messing with the metal walls, and there also seems to be footsteps. Just one person. It's sort of loud. I think they're close." "Test tube," Knife said bluntly. The room went quiet again. There were a billion different things Knife wanted to say next, and he couldn't form a single one of them into coherent words. First of all, how had Trophy managed to hear her over all the noise? Second of all, what were they going to do now? His first instinct was to run, but to where? His first coherent thought came when the footsteps were loud enough to hear. Get Trophy and Fan out of the room. Fan seeing test tube after learning everything that had happened, and it was pretty obvious having Trophy in the room would be a terrible idea. These weren't said, these were just in the head. Ooh, I rhymed. He didn't bother to be gentle this time, as he rushed over to Trophy and picked him up. He knew it would hurt based on the way he winced at the sudden movement, but Knife couldn't care. Any and all bias bias. Any and all bias or bias. Oh wait, no, that sounds wrong. What I mean is bias or no bias. I'm not saying a bad word. I swear, I'm not saying a bad word. On purpose, at least. I think it's just bias. Bias? It's, I can't pronounce it. I think it's bias. Yeah, it's bias, right? BIAS? 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 I don't know. It's bias, I think. Any and all biases. That does I added an extra yes. What the heck, or s, or whatever you use for pluralness. I'm a snake. Okay, focus on any and all. What the fuck? Advertisement. It's pronounced biases. It's pronounced by ISIS? Biases? By ISIS? Okay, ISIS or ISIS? Biases? Biases? So by, like by, and then ISIS. ISIS? Biases. I think I have to use the letter. So thank you. Thank you, Fire. I think that's how you say it. So thank you. Any and all biases. I can't say it for shit. I am so sorry. He might have had due to the past flew out the window as he practically ran out the room. Come on, he said, and he didn't have to look back to know the others were following him through the hole in the wall. Just as he turned the hallway's corner, he heard a sound that he can only assume was metal sheath going back up. He held his breath, silently gesturing to the others to stay where they were, and laid Trophy out against the wall. The other two nodded, staying relatively close to the wall as well. Knife stepped out, walking back over. He could feel his own heartbeat as it slammed against his chest. I'm good. Adrenaline coursing through him. He couldn't tell if he was thinking or not as he walked forward. He stood still as he watched Test Tube walk out of the doorframe, and it took him a second to fully process the situation. He was about to fight Test Tube in her own lab, which on its own was ridiculous. All he had in his possession was a single hammer, and if he failed, he could be partially to blame for the death of someone who wasn't in the receive center database. Not to mention the fact that this said someone was one of his biggest enemies that in any other situation he'd probably leave for dead. Okay, knife. What is it, knife? Do you have morals or do you not have morals? Please, just pick one. Why? Why does it matter the situation? I feel like it does, honestly. Like, if you really think about it, would you, like, if your worst enemy was dying and you were like, and it was a situation where your closest, like, some of your friends and people you know, like classmates and stuff, parents, family, siblings, or were just like taken away by the person, and like your enemy was also one of them, and like suffered like pretty much the same as them. Not pretty much the same. Well, in this situation, some of them suffered more, but like they all suffered. So, would you save them? Like your enemy? It's like in any other situation. Like it was either you or them. You were like trying to go back to save like all of them, including your enemy, because you have morals. But then, like in general, like if it wasn't just someone, it was just like a volcano or something. Like the bottom, you were running from the lava or something. I don't know, something cartoonish like that with your friends and family. I don't know. And your enemy just trips and falls on the rock, and also your friends does that. Would you would save your friend, but they're like farther away than your enemy, and you could only save your enemy who was closer, or you could go back and risk your life to save your friend. And I'm just talking about hypotheticals here because I don't know. I don't know. I just kept on rambling. He couldn't tell if he was sinking or not as he walked forward. He stood still as he watched Test Tube walk out of the doorframe, and it took him a second to fully process the situation. He was about to fight Test Tube in her own lab, which on its own was ridiculous. All he had in his possession was a single hammer, and if he failed, he could be partially to blame for the death of someone who wasn't in the I'm sorry. Who wasn't in the revive revive center. Why did I say that? Well, center. The C sound makes a S sound in this context. Center database. Not to mention the fact that this said someone was one of his biggest enemies that in any other situation he'd probably leave for dead. Dead. What? Dead. Oh, and there was another bit of information that clicked in his head as he stood in the middle of the hallway with a single hammer. Test Tube was right in front of him, with a bat covered head to toe in flesh and chartreuse blood. How lovely! Chartreuse? What color is chartreuse? Let me look it up. If I could even pronounce it right. What color is chartreuse? Chartreuse? Ew! It's like a yellow-green. And that's like the color that it says Test Tube was right in front of him, covered head to toe in flesh. Chartreuse blood. Chartreuse blood. Whose blood is chartreuse? Like, I guess apple for like apple juice and stuff. But like marshmallow, they say like maroon or something for marshmallow and paintbrush. I mean, I guess it makes sense for apple's blood to be like the color apple juice, kinda, because apple juice is like orange yellow. But oh, well, that was chapter 43 of Hall 17, called Metal, which is fitting because that had a lot of metal in it, a lot of metal. So, should I continue reading, or should I do improv now? So, let me just make a poll, actually. Stop reading or improv? I don't know, I just did this for excitement. I don't know if you could see this. Maybe you can, I don't know. It's on the screen. Possibly, I don't know. Might be on the screen, I don't know. Vote using square brackets and vote using the link in the Vote using the form in the description, the Google form in the description, guys. And I'll see you next episode of Insert Show. Whoa. And then it's like... I just spoiled one of the endings of the first episode of a show I'm making. That was a reference to a reference that doesn't even exist yet. I'm back. The soup was good. Yay! Yummy soup. One little happy soul, something, I forgot what the song was. Ah, yeah. So far, the votes have been we got 2 votes for improv. Meaning that they're the first one safe. Now it's up to Matt and keep reading. And it's a tie with 0 votes, meaning that they're both eliminated unless they could disagree on doing a tiebreaker. Oh, they're just words, so they can't even decide. Anyway, they're eliminated, and the winner shall be improv. So, yeah. I don't know what I was doing there. Ended poll, I think. Thank you to those who voted. I have a question. Go ahead and ask a question. I've been singing too much Eliza and Skylar songs from Hamilton. And I haven't even watched Hamilton. I think I mentioned that. I haven't watched Hamilton, but I've listened to the songs. Hamilton mentioned. Yeah. I think I hit the note for like, what is it called? I think it was called Burn. Yeah, I was singing Burn one time. You know, I was just trying, like, practicing for, like, Golden, and I was like, you know what, I kind of want to sing something, but I don't know what this song I should sing. So I just thought of a random song and just, like, started humming it, and then I was like, oh, I'll sing that one, and then literally I just had to, like, based on memory, because mostly I did not remember any of the lyrics, most of them. Or a few of them. I think most accurately I got most of the lyrics. Except I did kind of get, like, I think it's every time in, like, the middle of the song I get the lyrics mixed up. Hamilton mentioned, yeah. I also, like, sang random stuff. I sing a lot of random stuff. You know, I have a random... I think I find my voice more fitting with, like, a guitar stuff when singing, because I sang, I don't know if I'll ever release this, but I sang, I'd Rather Be With You, or, yeah, I'd Rather It Be With You, a Steven Universe song, or Steven Universe The Future song, I guess, but, like, Steven Universe song. When, if you know how that goes, it's, like, it's nice, because it's, like, a mix of, like, the Jam, it's, like, the Jam, the song. Jam Bud song, if you know what I'm talking about. I think Fire should know, because they are, like, they like they were like they made a lot of Steven Universe stuff, and they still do sometimes, because it's a good show, honestly. Yeah, it's a good show. How could we forget about it? Especially Lars of the Stars. Important question. What for your favorite Object Show song? Ooh, that's a hard question. Right now, I'd say it'd probably be, I'd probably say maybe, possibly right now, that's a good question. It's either, like right now, I'd say it would be either like this from I, or, the song from the Nightly Matter, Rewind, Replay. I think it was something like that. little EP. Cool. Steven Universe mentioned. Yay. I auditioned for a play and the casting call and the casting should be here tomorrow or Monday. Wish me luck. Good luck, Neo. Wish you a bunch of good luck. I remember I've literally never done a play. I literally only did a play for like my can't say my exact I think I did it like my first play. I did stage crew back in like 6th, maybe 7th grade. And then like either 7th and 8th grade, I think I think I did like a play and I loved it because it was Piper themed and I got to ask Jazzy Oliver, I think, at some point because like it was like a year, maybe 2 years after it, and I just like read the script for it. I was like, my character was so gross. It was so funny. Although I don't do plays most of the time. Mainly because of gender dysphoria, because of changing rooms and stuff. And, you know, you only get the role if you're this gender or that gender. Like I guess I was really hoping for. Like my friend, like, I don't know, back, like, when it was, like, the play, my friend got, like, this role of the opposite gender they had to play as a boy, and I got the character, you know, that. And I was just, like, lucky, and, like, even though, like, assigned, like, dressing rooms and bathrooms and stuff, where only girls changed and only guys changed, you know, because yeah, that's friendly. It's not gonna be weird because, you know, stuff. And so yeah, that was like the only time I ever was in a play, because if I ever do like any other stuff like that in the future, which I really doubt, like that, I guess that's the main reason why I didn't become a full theater kid, honestly. My 2 favorite are Rewind, Replay, and Sorry You're Inferior. Yep, that checks out. You did 2 covers for that. You did the covers for them. Good luck, Neo. Yeah, good luck, Neo. Hope you get the role you want and the role you deserve. I don't know how it works. I like how I'm not gonna be a theater kid, and I'm gonna be, well, not gonna be. There's no guarantee, because honestly, I'm probably gonna get stuck with a boring ass job. I still believe in my dreams. So as long as I achieve and work hard towards my dreams of being a VA and an animator, an artist, whatever the fuck I want to be anymore. something. I want to do something that will let me create my ideas, okay? I think I have ideas that should be shared with the world. And creativity and drawings and everything that should be, like, shown to the world, and hopefully people like it. So, yeah. Smiley face. Oh, face. I was in a play last year and I got to play the main villain. Yay! That's great, Fire. You can achieve it if you work really hard for it. Yep. That's what I'll do. Although I just, I don't know if I like, negativity is a bad thing. Self-hatred is a bad thing. Oh, I don't know. Even if there's something wrong with me, I'm just gonna try my best, even with that little tick that's wrong with me. I love watching animatics. I wish I could create an animatic. I think I can. I really want to. Like, well, my goal is to create, like, next year. Maybe next year, maybe the end of this year, possibly, maybe at the earliest, but, like, latest, probably next year, 2026, to create an animatic. Although I really don't know what song I'd use. Like, I want it to be, like, less than a minute to make it simple for, like, a first animatic, you know? Not too difficult. But, like, yeah, I don't know. San, I'm back. Without the K. I'm feeling more energetic. I did not messed up. I'm feeling more energetic. Yup. Yup. Yoil cake. I can't do it. I can't say it. Yoil cake. How does Bible Bubble say it? How does Bubble say it? Yoil cake. Yoil cake. I don't know. We're gonna go ahead and do, oh Jesus, what the fuck happened to my voice for a second? Who was that? We're gonna go ahead and do, improv now. So, this time, since we don't really have it, we're just gonna do switch, because that's the simplest one I have. So, go wild. Well, first character set is the character I'll do, and then, like, we're gonna do switch, where you guys have to change the scenario. Switch character, which switch isn't changing characters usually. It's where you say switch, and, like, the person has to change subject and be like, nope. And you know what? To make it more interesting, I'll do 2 characters. So, pick random 2 characters. Could be any character from any universe. Like, it literally doesn't even have to be from the same universe to interact, and I'll do it, and then you guys say switch, and then I'll have to do my best to change shit and make it whatever. And you could say switch up to 3 times per person. So, yeah, that's gonna be fun. You could say it over and over again, honestly. And I could just be like, ugh. Blah. Yeah, I have a goal to make a urban exploring pilot called Get Lost, and I don't know. I really hope I can complete it and the characters soon. Well, oh, wait. Shoot. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Yeah, like, that's, excuse me. That's great, Neo. I hope that it goes well. That sounds interesting. I want to know more about that, honestly. GPS, The Nightly Manor. Pearl, Steven Universe. Oh yeah! Okay, I was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, oh, I got distracted. Sorry, we're doing improv. Okay. So, characters right now is GPS and Pearl from Steven Universe. Oh, this is gonna be so strange. Reminder, if these characters seem out of character, it's not canon, okay? I don't know. It's my interpretation of the characters. If you see something uncanny, you'll be like, oh, but this character wouldn't say that. They'd probably say this because this seems more in character. This is just interpretation and silly and honestly, just randomness. So, don't take it too seriously. And if you really, really, really just want how canonical I could be with like this interaction, just ask for it because usually I just go off of like brand that anyway, but like a little bit silly and just out of character and stuff, you know. So yeah. So first two characters, GPS and Pearl, and then we have Guinevere from Knights of Guinevere. Oh, sorry, Neil, I already said the first two. Said I'll do that next though. Don't worry. So we'll just do meeting each other for the first one, and you could like change. You guys could say switch. So rules. Pay attention, guys. I mean, you guys, because this is a very important thing for this to be fun. Yeah, rules are important for things to be fun. Sounds crazy, but yeah, you know. So you each per person per chat person, you get 3 switches. You type the word switch, and I have to switch up and change the scenario, and we go until I lose it, until I just can't do it anymore. So I guess your goal is to make me go insane. Yeah. So yeah, everyone got it. Okay. Characters interacting right now: GPS from the Nightly Manor and Pearl from Steven Universe. In 3, 2, 1. What am I looking at right now? Oh, what are you supposed to be? Oh my god, what the fuck? What are you? What are you? Oh, I don't. You look weird. You're talking. You're an object. You're talking, and you're an object. You're some type of walkie-talkie or something. And you're talking. What is this? Crying breakfast friends? Steven's show. No, because you're not a food. But how does this work? What? Oh, you look so gross. What the fuck are you? Language and what the? Huh? What the? I'm losing my shit here. What is it? What's going on? What are you? Okay. Oh no, you're disgusting. Come on, GPS. You got this. Oh no, I can't. Why? Are you okay? Talking thing? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Whatever thing you are. Hi, I guess. What are you? What are you? What are you? What are you? Oh. My name's Pearl, and I'm a pearl. No, the fuck you are not. Pearls do not look like that. No. What? Look like. Huh? No, see, like the sea gem pearl? Because I guess that thing on your head. Oh god, I looked at your face again. So you know what? Actually, your face does not look as disgusting. You know, I think I could actually look at you now. I see. Well, I'm Pearl. I'm not from Earth. I'm an alien, I guess that's what you guys call it. Well, not you guys, since you're an object. So, yeah. I, well, I'm still a little bit confused here. You're confused. What are you? I'm GPS. I'm GPS. Why are you so tiny? I mean, I guess it makes sense in your object, but still. You're really tall, and I'm really short, and I do not like this. Usually I'm the tall one. What the heck? That's funny. Where do you come from? Oh, I come from Earth. Well, I technically also come from Earth. I'm a crystal gem, you see. Defender of Earth. I came from a universe to help protect this planet and, all that jazz. That sounds sick. Although, I've literally never heard of you. Really? Well, I've never heard of actual talking objects before. Like, Steven says these are cartoons and they're not real. So I'm really, really confused. Oh, wait, there's a note. I can't read that. That's so tiny. It says crossover? Huh? Different dimension? I can't even read this. This is too small of a font, even for me. I don't see that. Let me do something. Whoa! Did you just pull out glasses from your head thing? Oh, yeah, I can do that. It says here, and you know what? I know I didn't. I don't have any glasses, and shit, I mean, poo, I lost the note. You lost the note? Yeah, I lost the note, and I can't even read it because I don't know, I don't have glasses. Oh. I don't know. Well, I think, nice to meet you. You know what? Nice to meet you too. Talking object thing. God, Steven's never gonna believe me. Wait, what if this is another one of those dreams? How do I wake up? Wait, how do I even know if I'm dreaming, honestly? Wait. How does dreaming work? Steven? How does dreaming work again? No, he's not gonna be in here because Dream Steven isn't gonna know the answer because that's just as big than my subconscious. Who's this Steven? Oh, Steven is my, what am I to Steven? What is Steven to me? Not really a friend. Well, yeah, well, I guess he's my nephew, I guess? Son, nephew? Son, nephew? Yeah, because I was friends with his mom for a really, really, really long time. And I really, really have unresolved feelings still for her. But then she chose to be with his dad, and they had him. Damn, that's a bunch of drama. How long have you known his mom? Oh, a couple of thousands of years. Stop. Thousands of years. Thousands. Yeah. Well, I mean, gens live for a long time. They never really die unless they're shattered. Shattered? How do I explain? I don't want to know. Well, Pearl, it was nice meeting you, but I should really, really get going. Maybe this is a dream, like you said. Ow! Okay. I pinched myself too hard. Fuck. Okay. Why are you pinching yourself? That's how you wake up from a dream. Okay, well, it's not working. I don't know what's happening right now, Pearl. I don't know who you are, Pearl. I literally don't understand who you are. I don't understand anything. I don't even know why I'm here. Literally, the last thing I saw was my fucking boyfriend in petrified fear with a little notepad and like a spray paint can, and like I think I'm supposed to be dead right now. And whoa, what are you talking about? I don't know. I don't know. Um. Fuck is happening? Are you okay? I am doing absolutely fantastic, actually. Really? No! I'm not. I am having a mental breakdown. I am having a mental breakdown. I don't know what the fuck is happening, Pearl. I don't even know what are you? What are you supposed to be? What thing are you? You're like weird shape. Not gross, I guess, anymore or whatever, but weird. You're a talking object. That's what everyone is. Everyone? No. Well, well, Earth has humans, not objects. What are you talking about? Humans? What are humans? They're in the afterlife. Humans? Oh, we're from different universes. Excuse me? We're from different universes. Oh, well, I mean, that's kind of confusing with mine because I don't know. I mean, I've been to millions of galaxies and, well, traveled. Never really stayed in a universe for that long, but I traveled through universes. You're an alien thing. Okay. Okay. Still not as weird as the fact that I'm supposed to be dead right now, though. Why are we here? You know what? There's literally nothingness. It's just a white void. A white void with like this. Why the fuck is there a carpet here? It's a rainbow rug. I'd say this is the rug, not a carpet. No. This is a carpet. No, a rug. Carpet. Rug. Carpet. Rug. It's a rug because it's rugged. It's ruggedy. Like it has like a carpet would have like no access. But this is a rug because it has like stringy stuff out of it. What? I don't know. Oh my god, I can't. I don't know what else to add on. Just give me a moment. I'm losing my shit here. I don't know. Oh, wait. I don't know what's happening. Okay. That's the end of that. I don't know. They were just arguing about rugs and carpets. I don't know. I don't know why I'm just laughing, honestly. Let me read this stuff. Yeah, thumbs up, switch. Those switches definitely made it more interesting. Plot twist, they're in the afterlife. Oh. Well, I read that, yeah. Well, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, but that would mean Pearl is dead, aka shattered, so, I don't know. Derpy face. I am happy! Whoa. The dynamic I never knew I needed. Never knew you needed, but now you know. Now you know. I don't know. What dynamic was that? I don't even know their chemistry, honestly. It was, like, confusing. I was just like, okay, how would this interaction go? An alien gem rock thing person with an object thing. Like, I think I kept it with, like, actual dynamic. Like, dynamic. Not dynamics, what is called? Like, measurements, I think that's what it's called. Measurements, accurate measurements for GPS, sorry. I mixed up my A and my S's. How the fuck do you mix up S and A? I don't know! Leave me alone. Okay, next one we have Guinevere from Knights of Guinevere. And who will be joining Guinevere in this interaction? Cheese. Cheese! Everyone say cheese! Cheese! Could you tell me what we're doing again? One of my favorite bestie. Oh yeah, because you just came back. Improv. Yeah, we voted on improv. We're doing improv, and I'm doing switch. I explained the rules. Someone explained to Mason the rules because I'm too tired to explain them again, honestly. And Breadhead! I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. I can only do characters I know. I think. I don't know who Breadhead is. Where are they from? Give me, like, the exact show they're from. Maybe I do know them. Maybe I just don't know their name. Or game. Oh, from the Gaslight District. I haven't watched that. I have watched it, but, like, I didn't, like, I'm sorry. The pilot confused me, and I really, really, really tried to focus, but I have a little attention span, so literally nothing pulled my attraction, or, like, my attention. Sorry, what the fuck do I mean attraction? Attention into it, so, like, I really do try to focus. Like, I think I remember the girl, Kelly. Her name is definitely Mel. I think it's Mel. Yeah, Mel or something like that is like a human, the human thing they were all talking about, and they were like talking about a plan to make it like seem like the human is dead because they want like they apparently the human's something worth, it's like worth a lot or something. I don't know. They just don't want the human there. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. I should really watch it again. Maybe then I would pay attention, but like I don't know. It's just I don't know. I'm sorry. Cheese. It's okay. It's Breadhead from Gaslight District. That's literally their name, Breadhead. They don't have an actual name. They're just a loaf of bread for a head, really. Everyone gets 3 switches, pretty much. Thank you for making me feeling... I am good. Anyway. Yeah, no, you're welcome. And King, you're from the Amazing Digital Circus. Okay. That'll be an interesting interaction. I hate to oh fuck, I read that wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't read. I don't know. I relate to Mel a lot because I too have a very overprotective dad. Honestly. Same. We're not getting into it. Anyway, we have Kinger and Guinevere from Knights of Guinevere and Kinger from I'm sorry, I got food delivered anyway. I'm here again. Thank you for making me feel better. Feel better, I don't know. You're welcome, Mason. And yeah. Kinger is the goat. Yeah, Kinger is the goat. A lot of theories with Kinger right now. We're all following. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna try my best to improv while eating and hopefully I don't choke. And if this bothers anyone, because I mentioned this before, eating, which I mentioned is probably gonna happen in a few more times because, yeah. If chewing or eating sounds gross to anyone else, please tell me. That way I can mute and stop. I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable with my chewing. So, yeah. I don't know if you heard any of that. I'll try swallowing it and repeating what I said. Okay, what I said was, if you couldn't understand that, it was, if you're grossed out by, like, me eating food, I said this in the past when I was eating food, like, a few times before, that, if you're ever grossed out by, like, the sound of me eating or anything, please tell me, so that way I can mute, but if you're, like, okay with it, then just don't say anything, or maybe do say something, I don't know. I know it's rude, okay, it's rude as hell for people to just be munching, making gross noises. But, like, I'm sorry. I can't help it. Cheese. Anyone who guesses correctly what I ate, they get a free drawing. I'll draw them something. It could be either a sketch or a drawing. It cannot be both. A sketch being like physically, like I sketch out something, with pencil and only pencil. And like a drawing, like colored, like drawing would be like on IBS with like colors and everything. So honestly, I don't know which one is better, honestly, but yeah. Please. Anyway, we have pizza, not pizza. I will give you a hint. What can I do? It is. Where the fuck is the? It comes in a wrapper. Comes in a wrapper. But it's also like something you can eat for lunch, maybe breakfast and dinner, depending on. Well, you can eat anything for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Yeah, that's true. So that doesn't really help. Something Chinese food? No. And I will say this from the future. Just opinion, and like I'm picky eater, so I do not like Chinese food for some reason. I just don't like when I'm eating something for lunch or dinner, like a breakfast. Maybe I'll try some Chinese food, like orange chicken and rice, egg roll. Well, I guess the rice or soy sauce, I guess, is the most issue. But like most of it is like sweet and stuff, mixed with vegetables. And like I have like texture issues, I guess, for when I'm eating. When I don't like texture, I don't like in it that I'm chewing. I just chew it, and then I just, warning if this is a little bit gross. I'm just being oversharing. Sorry. I spit it back out because I don't know. I just have like some sort of like eating something where I just don't like the food, like certain types of food, like just the feeling, not even the taste, just the feeling. And sometimes the taste as well, but I don't know. So not Chinese food because I don't really like Chinese food. I don't know why. I don't know why. The why is because I just don't like it. Because this, like, flavors and stuff for me, I just don't understand it. It's just sometimes too sweet. Sometimes it's just too bland. I don't know. I don't like the texture as well. Maybe the rice. I think the rice is the only thing I actually eat. And sometimes one piece of orange chicken, if it's really that okay. I don't know. Fortune cookie? Not fortune cookie. Some kind of burrito? No. Me too. I always have some problems with textures and stuff. Yeah. I think it's a wrapper. Yeah. Let me go get a drink real quick, just in case I choke and die. So give me a moment. You know what? I'm gonna include the drink as well. Guess the drink as well. Hint: it's in a can, so it's a soda. Maybe it's a soda. Maybe it isn't. Yeah. There's two free drawing giveaways for the guessing the drink and the food. I don't know what is going on, guys. Sandwich? Oh, you're on fire. Yep, yep. Oh, speaking of fire, I gotta go. Bye bye. Bye bye, fire. Have a good day or night, depending on what you are. And make sure you eat something and take care of yourself. Sandwich. Yeah. What type of sandwich, though? Should I be rude and be like, what type of sandwich? You have to be specific. Or should I just be like, yeah, it's a sandwich. Go on. I don't know. I think I'll just, ham and cheese? Ham and cheese? No. I just hurt my tooth when it's going back. It's crunchy-ish. It's very crispy. I gave you a way too big hint, so you got this, guys. It's crispy. What stuff is crispy? Ham and cheese? No. I think I'm just gonna give it to you, Neo. I gave a big hint. It's finger licking good. It's not from KFC though. It's not from KFC. Wait, grilled cheese? No, it's not. It doesn't got no cheese, sadly, on it. Um, I'm just gonna start naming off restaurants. I swear you got this. You got this. I'm giving you the drawing anyway, but it's okay. Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, um, blank nuggets. I don't know. It's okay. You got it. Wait, grilled cheese? Not grilled cheese. Chicken sandwich. Yeah! Yeah, you get a free drawing. So, I'm not gonna remember what you want, so, go to the community post after this and, comment. I'll have a community post. Winners, type what you want. And then the drink is in a can, so, just guess a bunch of soda flavors. Not soda flavors, soda brands, I guess. Yippee! Now we're gonna do improv. Sorry, this took a little bit too long for the segment. And then I have to end stream. So, gives you enough time to guess the soda. And it's not Coke or Pepsi, so I will say that. Oh, you're extremely close with that guess. It is like the same flavor and stuff. But it isn't Sprite, it's a different type of brand. Okay, improv starting 3, 2, 1. Remember switch. Yeah. Oh, look at you. What are you? Whoa. Did Kane get a new member to the circus? Circus? I love circuses. Is that where you're from? Technically, yeah, I guess. What's your name? Oh, my name? Kinger. I guess. For some reason, I cannot access your true name. True name? Oh, yeah. Yeah. What's your name, though? I'm Princess Guinevere. Oh, a princess. That's cool. Or what are you the princess of? I kind of forgot what she was the princess of. I think they said it before. Whatever the park's name is. Sorry, I forgot the park name. In the insert park. Oh, I've never heard of that place before. Really? It's kind of popular. Yeah, never heard about it. Oh. Well, Kinger, what do you do? Well, you know, I like bugs. That's cool. How's your wife? Excuse me? Yeah, your wife. How do you know I have a wife? I know because I scanned you, silly. Oh, that's not strange at all. I like your design. What are you? Oh, I'm Kinger. I think I'm supposed to be a king of sorts. Oh, isn't that kind of... I'm a princess and you're a king, you know? It's kind of fitting. I feel like we're gonna get along very well. Oh, yeah. Your Highness? Oh, don't be like that. Just use my name. Oh, I already forgot your name. Oh. Well, it's Guinevere. Guinevere? How do you spell that? Why are you writing this down? Oh, I write down all of my friends' names, silly. You do? Why? Oh, just so I don't forget. Oh, isn't that nice? You forget things a lot, don't you? Well, yeah. People call me crazy. Aw, why? Well, because I have dementia or some shit, I don't know. What was that? What was what? Why was there a censor bar? Like, I get it. No bad words and stuff, because that's wrong, but why the censor bar? Oh, I can't control that. Kane put it on me. Who? He's kind of like my boss. I don't know how to explain it. Oh, I have one of those too. They made me. Mine didn't make me. Instead, I kind of made them. What'd you say? Nothing! I already forgot your name again. Oh, wait, I wrote it down. This is a recipe for lasagna. Oh. What's lasagna? I don't even know. And that's how I'll end it for now because I don't have much time. True or false? Mason never gets mad unless someone actually finds something that pisses him off. Oh, you used the big boy word. You said piss. Hello, Mason. Hi. Happy face. I don't know how in character that was for Princess Guinevere and Kinger. I'll give you like 1 more minute before I end stream. Well, I guess 2. The minute I'm gonna use right now is gonna be for you guys to guess. So, I guess it's not Sprite, but it's the flavor of Sprite. It's just a different brand, and it isn't Coca-Cola or Pepsi. So what soda? For the drawing, I would like you to draw Pomni. Okay. I'll draw Pomni. For the color, would you like that online or would you like that like on like paper? I think I'll do it online, but if you like have a preference for it. True or false? Soni is always in character no matter what. I don't know. Actually. Maybe. I think I am. In character being. I don't know. Anyway. I think I'm gonna go now. I think I made up for my time. My absence yesterday. I apologize sincerely. Again. But, like, random stuff. Life happens, you know? So, I am still so sorry about that. And I apologize sincerely to those who, like, were confused. I didn't mean to make anyone confused or, like, angry or disappointed. And I'm sorry that I feel guilty for leaving you all. But I left you, like, people who were watching there. And, like, and I didn't even give context or a reason. But, like, I don't know. I don't think I, like, have to give my real reason because personal stuff. But, I just say the reason's personal stuff. I don't think I have to say what it is unless you guys want me to say what it is in order for the apology to be the true apology. Because I am still so sorry about it. B. Wait. Can we talk after stream? Oh, Mason, I sadly cannot. I actually have bedtime. Nah, I'm kidding. Anyway, I actually can't because I have, like, I don't have any quiet space, so, yeah. And the only quiet space I have right now is gonna end soon, so, yeah. So, sorry. I'll talk to you tomorrow, though, I think. So, yeah. And this was the stream for, September. And guess what? Streams might, and this is a big announcement, streams might become weekly again. Weekly again, I say. Weekly. They're gonna become weekly. They might, I say. Might. Might. become weekly again. Again, I say. They might become weekly starting in October at some point. And up until like probably I'd say maybe mid-November, possibly late December. I don't know. Probably mid-December, mid-November is when the weekly things will become either maybe just the same like after a day or like day after day, maybe possibly. Or back to like bi-weekly, which I haven't even been doing right now. I'm sorry. I just don't have the time for it anymore. Homework and stuff, you know. It's almost Halloween month. Hee hee. Yeah, hee hee. It's almost Halloween. I have to paint my phone case tomorrow, so I think. So, yeah. Okay, have a nice night, silly. Okay. That was it. Anyway, thank you to Silly Neo, aka Neo, Derpy Face, and Mason, and Fire, and I think there was one person. There was another person, I think, maybe. Proto. Don't forget Proto. Yeah, thank you, Proto, Mason, Fire, Neo, for stopping by and talking in chat. That always helps because I don't like sitting in silence and just rambling around random stuff because that I want you guys to be included. Makes it more fun, you know? So, everyone, depending on where you are, have a good day, have a good night, take care of yourself, drink water, eat something if you haven't, and just be healthy and happy. So, that was a Olivia Rodrigo reference if you got it. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all. So, yeah. Bye. Have a good day or night.